Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine. The time to say yes to your dreams and aspirations is here.
Tonight's interaction promises to be fun-filled. Our guest, for those who are joining us or for those who may not be aware, is one of Nigeria's most talented, gifted, respected, renowned filmmakers, Mr. Kunle Afolayan, the man from whose fecund imagination beautiful works like Mokalik, I hope I got it correctly, the CEO, Phone Swap, the figurine emerged, will be telling us how he started, all the things he has done to get to where he is today.
Hi, bro.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, brother.
You're looking cool, man. Looking more handsome. What's the secret?
The secret is plenty COVID rest and plenty work.
I love that. 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 Good to have you join us.
Thank you, my brother. How is everything? How is
We,
family and
we
everything?
thank God. We are pushing it. We thank God. God has been faithful. God has been
God
nice
made
to us.
choice.
Yes, yes. So nice to have you
Thank
join
you.
us. Yes, we are going to kick off. Yeah, Global Silver, I can see you. Jessica, I can see you. Thank you very much. Yes. So let's get started so that, because we have too many questions, to ask. Now,
Mm.
my first question is this. You started out by working in a bank. When did it dawn on you that it was time to leave bank and cross over to filmmaking?
You see, my brother, I think I don't like to get too spiritual, but
Yeah,
people are always saying when the calling comes,
yeah,
if you are gifted or wise enough to answer, then it means
okay.
that your ways will be straight.
Wow.
When I was working in the bank, I mean, from the onset, I knew it from the onset that within me is art.
Okay,
Now, I mean, I studied business administration, and at that time,
okay.
my father really discouraged us from, trying to venture into filmmaking or acting and all of that,
Yeah.
because these people toil their life, and at the end of the day, there wasn't much to show for it,
Oh, the
aside the popularity and all of that.
yeah.
But for me, I haven't spent about 4 years in the bank. Um,
Okay.
no, not 4 years. Okay. No. 7 years, because I
Wow.
joined the bank in 1998 and
Okay.
I resigned in 1994-95. I mean, sorry,
Wow.
in 2000, yeah, 2004, 2005, which was when I started Golden Effects. And it's because I
Okay.
just felt it was time
Okay.
to follow what I was called to do,
To do.
which
Yeah.
is entertainment.
Filmmaking.
I won't call it
Wow.
acting or filmmaking. I'll call it entertainment and to be in the art space, really.
Okay. Okay. Now, you just made mention of your father, Adelord. Did he influence your embracing filmmaking and acting eventually in any way? He was a renowned, a well-known filmmaker. Did he influence you also going into that line of business in any way?
No, I'll say yes. I'll say yes because I mean, look at, we are second generation,
Okay.
filmmakers. But look
Okay.
at, I mean, okay, my father was a filmmaker, but look at the likes of Ebenezer Obey, look at the likes of Fela, look at the
Okay.
likes of At Alade, and a lot of these people. If you are born into a family
Okay.
where the head of the family seemed to have a reputation
Okay.
that the whole world wants to emulate. To a large extent, the children always
Hmm.
also, I mean, try to emulate their father,
Okay.
right? Whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing. If
Hmm.
you see a lot of lawyers, successful lawyers today, they will always encourage their children, to carry on the legacy. But
Okay.
in our own case, it was the opposite because my father didn't want us to do it.
I
Um,
like that.
uh, but he left. My father passed 24 years ago,
Wow.
even before I started working in the bank, even before I started working at all. So,
Yeah.
um, but a lot of the work that he has done, a lot of the things that he put us through while he was alive, a lot of the discussion, encouragement, especially when it comes to education. These are some of the things that has really helped
Okay.
to get me to where I am today. So I would definitely say that being born into that family of filmmaking definitely has influenced what I have attained today.
Wow. Now, I would like to find out from you what makes a good filmmaker.
That one a difficult question because I'll simplify it. I think what makes a good filmmaker is for you to identify what the audience wants, your
Okay.
audience. Because,
Okay.
see, the audience, they don't want the same thing, no. Some
I like
some
that.
people will watch a Kunle Afolayan film and they will say that guy is too serious. His films are too serious. I don't want to watch a film and I'm having to think. I want to watch a film and laugh. All right,
Okay.
that's one. Some people, and they would
Yeah.
rather go for films that is, full of entertainment rather than going for something that is very informative and educative. You know,
Mm.
um, but you have some people who would rather say, "Look, I like this guy because there's substance in what he's doing. When you watch his film, you're not only entertained, but you're informed and you're educated. So as a filmmaker, you can say that, look, me, I don't want to cater for people who want to laugh. And then
Okay.
if you cater for people who want to laugh and they like your film and you get it going, it makes you a good filmmaker.
Okay.
And if you're the type who will say, look, I'm like that level, I want to do something that when I sleep, I'm thinking about the film and I'm wondering why did the figurine appear in blah, 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 blah. There are people like that and they follow you all through in the course of your journey. So I'll say that is the best way to describe. As long as you have your audience follow what you do and they're dedicated to it and they're loyal to what you do, then it makes you a good filmmaker.
Wow. That's nice. That's nice. Now, what do you like most about being a filmmaker?
What do I
Like most about being a filmmaker?
what do I like? maybe the question should have been, what is it that I don't like? Because I don't like the
Yeah,
fact that I don't
we
see.
talk about what you like. Come to what you don't like.
Okay, what do I like most is the fact that you, if you're a filmmaker and you're a dedicated one, your life will never be boring, because every day you are putting on the thinking cap.
Okay.
Now, if the thinking cap turns to thinking cap, of course, will get you excited. Now, if the excitement turns to a product, and then the product is acceptable, then that will always make you happy, because it means that you'll be relevant. It means that your
Okay.
work will be studied. It means that your name will be documented. All right, and every time you think that, it means you're thinking legacy. It means that
Wow.
in the future your works, can actually turn to I mean, if it's a work of art that is studied in universities, just like figuring and October 1 are studied in universities in different I mean all around the world. So that
Wow.
when you sit back and you see what you have done, that makes one happy, really.
Okay. All right. So, what are the things you don't like about
Ah,
being a filmmaker or being into
it's
filmmaking?
plenty. Those
Okay.
ones are even more than what you like. You know, the truth is, being in this space, especially if you're a true filmmaker,
Yeah.
everything falls on your table.
Wow.
Anytime I'm shooting a film, usually we have about 100 people
On
working
set.
on set.
Wow. Wow.
And these 100 people, among them, you have maybe 80% of them are members of crew. Now, this member of crew, also because I am the director, everything they do comes to me. Now, if you are now the producer, as the director, you are the head of creative, and then you coordinate what happens on set. If you are now the
Yeah.
producer, meaning that you are the one that will find money to make it happen. You're the one that negotiates deal. You're the one
Yeah.
that see to money matter. It means that you're going to be dealing with being creative, and being an entrepreneur.
Wow.
And these are things that I battle with on every project that I do.
Wow.
So really, if I have my way, I would rather drop this act of being an entrepreneur,
And concentrate.
that makes me have high blood pressure, and just stick to the thinking cap of being a creative. But
Okay.
you can only bless God, because look, if it's your call, it's your call. Because even if you
Yeah.
hire 1 million people, I mean, a lot of times they probably would never do it or deliver what you would deliver, even with all of the responsibilities that you already have. So I still thank God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What is the commonest mistake that most filmmakers make?
What is the? Can you say that again?
Commonest mistake that most
Ah,
filmmakers make.
call for me to speak for other filmmakers. The
Okay.
kind of industry that we are now. So I can't really say these are the mistakes that filmmakers make. Because it depends on what you set out to achieve.
Okay.
Sometimes the common one, which I feel everybody should guide against, is a lot of people study film abroad.
Okay.
Now, when they come here with that notion of let me go there and teach them how to do it, you know. And when you come to this space with that notion
Okay.
of let me go and teach them how to do it, you're gonna fail.
Okay. Mm.
All right. So um, don't, when you're coming into this space in filmmaking, we learn every day.
Wow.
Look, for someone like Tunde Kelani, who is 73 years, and every day TK will still come to the Kunle, do you know that iPhone just released a phone that can do this and do this and do this? Do you know that that camera that is do you know that it can do blah 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 blah? In film, we learn every day. So if
I
a
love it.
filmmaker feels that he knows everything, if a filmmaker feels that is the without him nothing happens, then those are some of the mistakes that filmmakers make, because
Wow.
a tree cannot make a forest. Filmmaking is a team playing industry.
Now, I would like to find out from you, what is the greatest thing that being into Nollywood and being into filmmaking has done for you?
uh, what does is has made me relevant now, and more so, it put food on the table. My children are going to
Okay.
school. No, I mean, like I said, I mean, I can only thank God because this is an industry that gets you thinking. It gets you
Okay.
to where you're thinking cap every now and then. It put food on the table and all of that. What more can you ask for?
All right. Now, you are one of the top directors who also acts. How do you juggle both?
Now, for me, right, I don't feature in all my films, and
Okay.
I've only featured in a few films of other filmmakers. Um, it is important that I fall in love with the script. That is something that also determines if I'm going to feature or not. But now that, you know, Cap Hub, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm trying to set up a legacy, I'm trying to have a hub and all of that. If there is like if I get a role or an invitation to be part of a film, if the
Let's
script
see.
is good, thank you. If the script is good, I'll still honor it, you know,
Okay.
regardless. So yeah, so
All
I'll
right.
still honor it. But it's about the script, it's about who
Okay.
is working on it, who is the
Okay.
director, all these things.
Yeah, but sometimes you act and you also direct the same film. How do you normally do it?
Well, that is where proper pre-production comes in. If
All
you do
right.
thorough pre-production and then you assign the right people, so like if you
Well,
hire the right people,
yeah.
um thank you T Money, if you hire the right people and put them in the right position, it takes off a
Bless
lot
you.
of weight, yeah, you know,
Okay.
from you. So for me, if I see myself in the film, then I go for it. But if I
Uh,
don't see
uh,
myself in the film, I don't necessarily have to. I don't
uh,
necessarily have to.
all right. Now, between acting and directing, which one do you prefer and why?
Directing, actually.
Why?
Because it allows me think. It's
Okay.
something that touches me, but also it's something that get me really excited.
Wow.
You know, as a director, directing is not just about you sitting down and saying, "Oh, you say this and all." No, you have to be
Hmm.
technically inclined. You have to
Wow.
understand all the technical aspect of filmmaking, sound. You have to understand music.
Hmm.
You have to understand camera position. You have to understand what lens you should put on what camera for what scene. You have to
Wow.
understand production design, meaning you have to know that if Azu is wearing blue color as costume, the color of the background of the set should not be blue.
Wow.
You have to understand that somebody who just wakes up should not have heavy makeup on, except if the person was drunk the night before. So these are things that you have to um they get you thinking. It's different from you just being an actor and they say, oh, come on set and come and act. This is the script, read it, reflect it, and just act. But
Wow, wow. I love that. I love that. Now, you have shot a couple highly acclaimed films, from to Mokaliki to Figurine to the CEO and so on. Now, the inspiration to do shoot these films, where do you normally get it from?
bros, it's the same place where you tap all those books where you don't write. Eh? And when you dey edit all these encomium, the way you go write. The same source where you get am from. Now there me say I get my own from. There is only one source. Now there all of us they tap from. Now there. Now there.
Of all your productions, which one are you attached to most and why?
Ah, I used to be very attached to figurine because figurine almost took my life.
Wow.
Figurine zapped me. Figurine took everything. But now
Wow.
is citation. And
Citation.
citation is the new film that is
Okay.
coming out. And
Okay.
citation for me is everything because one, we dealt with a very sensitive issue, which
What
is
issue did you deal with in
it's
citation?
about sex for grade
Okay. In the schools.
in the schools.
Okay.
And this is something that is very tropical. This is something that is trending at the
Yeah.
moment. This is
Yeah.
something we worked on for like 2 years before it came
Wow.
out. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's even strange that now everybody is like blue. We've been working on it, like
Before they
for
started.
like before it started. But I'm glad that we've been able to make a magical content and product that people will watch and they will never forget.
Wow. I love that. I love
Um,
that.
it's I mean, even me, I can't wait for the film to come out
To
because
come out.
already I can sense the kind of reaction that the film is gonna get. It's big,
Wow.
it's huge, yeah.
I love that. Now, I'll just take you back a little. You said something about figure, that almost took your life. What exactly happened? In what way, I'll need you to expatiate on that.
I did Irapada in 2006, and
Yeah.
then I did figurine in 2009. Now with figurine, I dared all. I decided to do what nobody has done, which is like try to our budget was 40 million in
14
2009.
million.
That 40 when
Wow.
people were doing film with 2 million, we decided that
14 million.
it's 40 million we were gonna spend.
Wow.
And more so, we faced a lot of, like, our generator fell inside the ocean when we were going to a location, a 40 kVA generator. you know
Wow.
when we got smaller generators to power some of our equipment, those generators blew our equipment, the camera we
Wow.
bought, all the laptops we were using. And so there was so much that set us back. But in
Yeah.
the end, there was light after the tunnel. And all the actors who featured in the film and all the crew who worked on the film, we still work together till now. And the film has helped their profile. And that is
Wow.
what I'm most happy about.
Wow.
Being part of a project is not just about you gaining. I mean, it's not about the immediate gain. It's not just about
Yeah.
people saying, "Oh, I'm bad with you," or "We like what you're doing," and after 1 year they forget you. No, it's about the fact that even after a decade, people still remember that Omoni Oboli was in Figurine. People still remember
Yeah.
that Ramsey Noah won the best actor in Figurine. People still remember that Figurine got 5 awards from AMA Awards. People still remember
Wow.
that there is a book. A book on Figurine is the first book that is published in Nigeria called Authoring Nollywood and is used in universities all over the world to study
Mm.
African cinema. What
Wow.
more can you ask for?
I love that. I love that. I love that.